exhibition details are truly fascinating.
Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Professor Widodo, it's your time to share your question and our feedback
Okay.
to our students.
First is a clarifications about your site. Is your site I know it's 101, but is it at the corner of 73rd or is it at the corner of 68th?
I think 70 tax.
73.
Yeah. Okay. I'll-
No, because
Is
there
it-
is an existing Mandalay Convention Center, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, it's next
Is
to
it on the left or the right side of Mandalay Convention Center?
on the right side. Yeah.
Oh, right of the Mandalay Convention Center.
Yes.
Okay.
It's next to.
So are you including the Mandalay Convention Center into your project, or you demolish it, or you connect it with it?
Literally, when we see in the Google Map, so there's it's like there's another abandoned place in between the Mandalay Convention Center and my site, but we can see it on
All right.
the Google
No,
Map. Yeah.
the point of my question is this, because it seems that, you want to do a placemaking, right? From the
Yes,
very
sir.
beginning, you say that the contemporary building is not popular and so on, and you want to make the movie is very close to the heart of the people, the urban populations. So the most natural way is to look into the existing crowd, and the crowd is already at the convention center.
Yeah.
And behind that convention center, there is already a hotel, right?
Yes, sir.
Maxius Hotel. And then in the south is a football stadium.
Yeah.
So people can go from the 101 is the highway. So it's main entry point into the stadium, but not far from there also on the west side is a hospital, right?
Yes, sir.
Migala Hospital, right? So this site is surrounded by potential source of crowd.
Yes.
And I think the best crowd is coming from the convention center. But if you look into your building mass, yeah, are you addressing these directions, easy access from the convention center, or is it from elsewhere?
No, I didn't consider yet.
Right. Okay. So maybe if this project is being realized, I think it's good to look into the existing places, crowd, because
Okay.
naturally, if you have a very nice pedestrians or connections between the convention center, the hotel, and the stadium into your place, and then captured by the ground floor on the plaza area, that will be potentially will make your placemaking effort more successful, because you don't need to create from other directions.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then second, I think in your drawing, you only show the ground floor, first floor, second floor, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you focus on the interior, which is fine. Everything inside the building is fine. But the site plan itself can be more visible in the ground floor plan. So you don't detach your building plan from the site plan.
Yeah.
Precisely to show these connections with the ground, because you are engaging the public. So the public can flow into the ground floor, and your site plan actually is not about exterior. Your site plan is part of the interior. It's part of the entry point, right? So you can create a more public plaza. And on that public plaza, probably they can have a show on the big screen. So you don't need to enter the building to show the old movies. And that screen is visible from the convention center. It's visible from the big street, from the highway. That could be a better engagement.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then second, I think it's also about the visualizations. When I saw your animations, why these Americans doing that? And where's the people in Long Yi? I don't see Long Yi. Where in Myanmar, everyone is wearing Long Yi. right? So you aim this movie is for Myanmar people, right? It's not for foreign,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, it's not like Hollywood,
Yeah.
Ah,
right? So maybe when you use the AI to generate your image, it's taken from Hollywood, from the Western movies.
Okay.
Yeah, even the car, you cannot find that car in Myanmar,
Yeah, I didn't find. I can find
right?
the card.
Okay, it's just about visualizations and position yourself. Don't forget about Long Yi. Long Yi is the best dressed in the world. It's cool, it's cheap, it's inexpensive, but it gives you pride, like batik in Indonesia,
Yes. Yes.
right? So the national pride. Okay, so that's second, and the third thing is about your roof materials. So what is your roof material? Is it metal? Is it a copper or what? What is that?
Yes, it would be metal. Yeah.
Is it copper? Is it steel? What is that?
The copper in the two color tone, like the gradations. Yeah.
Okay, so copper will be oxidized, right? And
Yes.
become green.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
No, I remember the Indonesian new capital, IKN. There's a big issues about that bird, big black bird. And then the architect argue, well, actually it'll become like green. It's not like because it's color of copper will oxidized. So maybe you also need to consider what it looks like after several years. And also to maintain the same color
Yeah.
even after 1 or 2 years is very difficult. We have to scrap.
Yes, sir.
And it's no way to scrap the whole area of the roof with that. No. And then the second issue, of course, is about energy, right? Because you need a lot of energy, but at the same time, also Mandalay has a plenty of sunlight.
Yeah.
And how you make your building actually is energy efficient, and also at the same time also to harvest the energy from the sun,
Yes, sir.
because air conditions, equipment to restore the conversion from the analog into digital require a lot of energy.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe you can prioritize the so-called the low energy solutions for your public areas, the ground floor, cross ventilations, passive system, while the energy is focused on really a place or functions that is require energy, like
Yes,
the
sure.
enclosed movie theater and so on. So by dividing into these two different energy usage zone, you can manage the energy better. And then maybe
Yeah.
you can find some place somewhere on the roof or whatever, like solar panel, whatever, that is integrated into the form rather than creating more heat from the metal,
Yes, sir.
right? And then you need to cool down that metal. And how to cool down that metal? It's not to add radiant heat into the buildings, to the interior of the buildings. So all these technicalities will be something that you need to think when you design your next buildings.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but overall, your presentation is very seducing. I was seduced by
Yes.
the beauty of your animations. But it's I feel more American rather than in Myanmar or in Mandalay. If you look into the Mandalay city, yes, there's a lot of modern building in Mandalay, but mostly have a solar screen, has a cross ventilation, even the colonial building, right? So I spent many days in Mandalay. I miss Mandalay, right? But yes, it's okay to have that kind of expression because it's far away from the old city center and outside of the mandala. Right? It's
Yes,
not
yes.
in the center of the mandala. It's the modern side of but uh, yeah, I think that is the points that I think can make your design better.
Yes, sure, sir. Yeah.
Right? Any comments from you? I mean, I can be wrong,
Sorry.
You
but
can give a
yeah,
comment.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. I have no comments because I haven't been to Mandalay.
He
So
has been to
you are not from
Mandalay.
Mandalay. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Yangon, sir.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
but well, yeah, okay. But you never been in Mandalay or you have been to
Yeah,
Mandalay before?
I've never been to
Never.
Mandalay.
Ah, okay. So I have more knowledge than you then on the side.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I have the feel of the site. I went to the Mangalar Hospital. I also went to the convention center last time. So I more or less understand the situations there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next time, when you go back to Myanmar, you fly to Mandalay first.
Yes, sure. I will do that.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Kyojar Zayarlin. And we move directly to session 3 with Kin Thiri Kiao. The title is The Ban Finance Center, Reading Contemporary.
I think the title has been changed, right? I
Kin
think
Thiri, this is your title?
No,
What your title?
learning center.
Oh, learning.
Learning
Oh,
center.
okay. Okay. Who started this?
Yes, but
yeah, I think it's
The-
Learning Center for Underprivileged
Okay, yeah.
Children, right?
Saran in
Ah, okay.
Myanmar.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first, My Pukin. My Pukin number 4. Wayan O. Where is 5? And then Sun. You are the last.
You can open it. Oh, have you shared the screen into Zoom? Not yet. Share. Ah, yeah. Second. Okay. Uh, yes. Good afternoon. My name is Kindivijo, and I have to present my thesis idea is Learning Center for Underprivileged Children in Mong Yuan, Myanmar. Yeah. This project aims to be a
Layarku keluarnya
safe
lain.
learning village.
Zoom
shaped-
keluarnya kok ini? Sih. Keluarnya salah.
Oh, can hear.
Can you share the screen? Yeah, share already. But is it the correct sharing? Okay, that's good.
Okay. My project is Lani Center for Underprivileged Children in Myanmar. This center aims to become a safe Lani Valley shaped by shade, cordial life, and local Myanmar building ideas. Can't. Yeah. Sorry. Do this right. Can I like this? Let's see. Yes. I will tell the slide system. Yes. The project the project background is like, as you know, education in Moya has been strongly affected by recent social and economic problems. Like many children have experienced interrupted education, poverty, and displacement, like limited access to safe learning spaces, and also age grade mismatch and emotional and social difficulties. So the project proposes a learning center for grade 6 to 12 and a privileged children in Mona. So it combines learning, protection, and well-being and community. This center is more than a school. It becomes a safe and supportive place for learning and growth. Myanmar education system
How
was
much you buy
strongly
the
affected by
model?
COVID-19 and the 2021 political crisis. Like schools are closed for about 532 days, so many students lost stable learning time. So many children are stay out of regular school and poverty make education harder to reach. So in this center, a normal school building is not
But there is
enough.
no
The design must
title
create a safe
for the
and
link.
flexible learning
No
place.
title.
In Sagaing
Why?
region, in Myanmar, that has about 1.27 million displaced people. So safe and continuous education is urgent. In Myanmar, some teenagers are older than their grade level because their schooling was interrupted. They need flexible classrooms, counseling facilities,
But
quiet
not
study areas, and
without
like
the
outdoor
sign
learning
of the
area.
lecture.
For the site analysis, my site location is at the corner of Strand Road and Mua Street in Obo Town West in Mong Yua, Myanmar. Like is the site analysis in sand condition. Its Mong Yua climate is hot and dry climate, and then strong afternoon sun comes from west and southwest, and high daytime temperature. That all day. And so the line response must be deep roof overhangs, shaded verandas, louvers, and I have to add landscape buffers.
Sorry, but site. The river is north-south, right? Why this river is east-west? The
Sorry?
river directions. Where is north?
The north. Where is the north?
Because as I know, the Chinwin River is running from north to south, not east to west. So which is exactly the location of your site?
Here.
Where's the north?
Here is north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what street is that? Sorry.
Strand Road.
Trang Road. Okay.
Yeah, Strand Road.
Trend Road.
You're looking
Okay,
for
let me
the
check.
real map of your city. Really no? From nek nguji digoleki nang peta asli. Zoom.
No, because I know that the river actually is from north to south, the direction of the river. And
This
in
Children River.
Moniwa,
Your lecture don't know.
it's not east-west river.
You really know. You're looking for the real map of your country and your city.
No.
This is Moniwa City, about 3 hours west of
Children
Mandalay,
River.
right? It's about 3
Yes.
hours from Mandalay to the west, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter. Just continue. Okay, I'm okay.
Oh yeah, just continue. You have problem?
The monitor is.
Next week, Pak.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, the next slide.
Yeah.
Is the wind condition is the seasonal wind mainly moves from north to south and cross. So the design response must be cross ventilation, operable windows, open verandas, and high level ventilation. The third is the noise condition. But higher noise came from Strand Road. So the landscape buffer service. Landscape buffer must be at the near Strand Road, and then service and transition space near noisy edge and quiet landing spaces further inside. So the terrain condition is in this area, the terrain is flat, so it is suitable for clear campus planning. So the design response is easy pedestrian circulation, courtyard layout and accessible movement, permeable landscape surface, and it can get proper drainage. Okay. Yeah. For the philosophical concept, my main design concept is seesaw house. Like I see each child as a seed with the potential to grow. In the final design, this idea is developed as growth under one roof. The lower secondary, upper secondary, and the lab blocks are connected like by one shared root. So the roof represents protection, unity, and continuity of landing. It also gives shade and shelter circulation for Munga's hot climate. The central courtyard becomes the head of the landing community where students can meet, interact, and learn together. Therefore, Seesaw House is expert through a connected and supported learning environment. So the design represents growth, connection, and protection under one roof. Oh! For the fund development, first, I define access and circulation. The design starts by setting the main entrance, internal roads, parking, and pedestrian access. So this creates a clear movement system before placing the building mats. And then I create the central courtyard as the main landing mass is arranged around a central open courtyard. This courtyard becomes the main shared space. And this helps organize the whole campus. And then stage 3, the building mass is divided into public, semi-public, private, and service zones based on function, privacy, and access. So the main landing spaces are placed in the semi-public zone around the courtyard. And then stage 4 is develop the landing blocks. The main landing zone is shaped into lower secondary, upper secondary, and laboratory blocks. These blocks are arranged around the courtyard to create a more human scale while keeping the landing space connected. And then stage 5 is these these divided areas are connected under one roof. Finally, the blocks are connected, and then the roof creates unity, provides shade, protects circulation, and gives the campus in an adapted vernacular character. This is the site plan, and first of all, as Moya is like bicycle and cycle dependence area, so motor car are less used. So in this site, it's also for underprivileged children. I put more bicycle parking and less car parking. Yes. When you get through line the site, and you will get arrival area. Sorry. And then the beside zones are canteen, and the other wing is like administrative area, and then the landing courtyard is in the inner zone. So as I mentioned as before, this zone contains 3 blocks, like lower secondary level, lower secondary student level, upper secondary level, and then labs block. And then the backyards are workshop and other practical workyard area, and then the service area. Here, the southern wing has a sport corner and then multipurpose hall area. For the architectural style, I consider as an adaptive vernacular architecture. So the fine design use the ideas from Myanmar vernacular architecture, but adapts them from a modern learning center. Like main design elements are like pitch roots. So it creates a familiar looking character and helps release hot air. And then deep roof overhang, so it protects the building from strong sun and rain. Then shaded verandas that connect the landing space and create comfortable circulation. I also use the louvers and height openings that support natural ventilation and filtered daylight. Also use warm natural materials like timber, acetones, and synthetic textiles that create a calm and warming atmosphere. So the main concept statement is that traditional climate wisdom is adapted into a modern learning environment. That here is the entrance. So the interior and exterior space are designed as one continuous learning environment that are connected by courtyards, verandas, and shaded circulation, like outdoor learning areas and planted spaces. A clear entrance sequence leads from public arrival areas to active academic zones, and then to quieter support and staff zones. These are the Marina photo. I used the local material like wood, and then bamboo shingles, and mostly I use wood. And then wooden shutters, like large wooden louvers are mainly used as the design essence. Like the flexible classrooms and halls accommodate group activities, while libraries, counseling rooms, and welfare spaces provide privacy and calm. So controlled natural light, wind materials, acoustic buffering, and visual connections to outdoor areas that create a welcoming, safe, and climate responsive atmosphere. That is the interior classroom, and the other is the interior multi-purpose hall. Here you can see large veranda and then wooden column, like wooden essence. In the landscape design, I use the practical garden that students can be drawing as the practical area, like they can be it's like a edible garden. Yeah. And then central courtyard is a natural playground area that students can be played, and yeah. Entrance is a entry waiting mini park. It's a small park, like parents can be wait students in this area. For the landscape design, I use like Palm River non-slip ground stone, and then outdoor asphalt road, and non-slip brick flooring, and also non-slip brick colored micro cement. Here is here is the chosen plants that can be used in this learning center. That's all for presentation, and I will show animation.
Nggak muncul loh. Nggak muncul ini videonya.
Sorry, I cannot see the animation. Maybe share screen is wrongly.
The screen.
It's stuck. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Can stop sharing. No. Wait.
Kenapa sih?
Can share. No. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Apa sih Dad?
Stuck.
Can you share your movie to me so I can share
Yes.
in my laptop? Just share, no, just share your and WhatsApp.
This drive. Yeah. It's
I don't have
uh,
USB.
it's megabyte is too large. 1.3.
I don't have USB. Do you
Yeah.
save in the Google Drive maybe?
No, maybe. Laptop. Yeah.
Hah?
Nhưng mà laptop của ngoài. Sini Pak, simak.
Terlalu besar atau gimana? Kok nggak bisa di-share? Stop aja share-nya ini. Nggak bisa dikunci dah. Nah,
Oh ya.
oke.
Pak.
Di depan Pak, ulangi. Dari nol Pak. Start, oke.
Yeah, it's the lower secondary block. And see that's record yet?
No. Sometimes they stop in the YouTube. Cannot moving in YouTube. Yeah. Sometimes they move. Okay, but it's not direct. Be careful with your movie. That's private.
Stop. Yeah.
And in Zoom, they
Can
stop.
see? Stop.
It's okay, but yes, this is in the Zoom. This is that Prof. Johannes saying your movie.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's slow, but it's okay.
Yeah, you can see the Egypt garden.
Explain from this, because this is the screen of Prof. Johannes.
Oh, yes.
Terlalu besar.
It's the classroom.
Filenya terlalu besar, jadi masuk ke Zoom nggak jalan normal. Ini yang terlihat oleh Prof. Jo, lambat, putus-putus. Di sini lancar.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, J.
Yeah.
Ini dikirim di Google Drive. You explain based on this, because we only see this.
This is the multipurpose hall. And you can see the bed eye view. Person.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. First is about your site, because I keep saying that Chinwin River and the Strand Road actually is north-south, not east-west. So in your drawings, the site, when you show the site, I think is reversed. So the river should be on the left, not on the north, not on the top, right? So the river is on the west side of your site,
river.
not on the north side of your site.
The
No,
river
it doesn't
is
matter.
on the west side
Salah
of
naruh
Mongan
lokasi.
Township.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now, your site is very close to the river. And I know Moniwa River, Chinwin River is during at this time in the area is very dangerous in terms of flood. Now, even now, today, I just checked the weather conditions in Moniwa. There is a warning that the flood will come in 24 hours. And your site is only a few meters away from the river. I don't know about the risk, but I think it's worth to consider during this climate change era that the risk from the flooding of the river is really high. So maybe you need to consider the functions on your ground floor. If the flood coming, so you will not destroy your ground floor, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the typology could be more like a raising floor. So ground floor will be higher than maybe a few meters, 2 or 3 meters higher. So in traditional vernacular architecture around the area, in the past, people use stilt house on stilt. So maybe you can have these considerations in your site if it's close to the river bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a really high risk area. So in terms of form itself, typology, cross ventilations, vernacular form, I'm okay with that. It's nice, but one thing that is still missing is about the curriculum, because these underprivileged children, they need to survive, right, through your educations.
Yeah.
And you know that the Moniwa area, that area, the main economic source is agriculture, also manufacture and craft. And of course, there's some issue related to mining the mineral because it's not good. I mean, the things related to the mining there. And then also trading, because the Chinwin River is very important economic trading, part of the trading network, right?
Yeah.
So so what is the curriculum of your school? How your school is different from any other normal schools? Because it's also educating the underprivileged children,
Yes.
and with the hope that after they graduated from the school, they can work in one of the most important industry, for example, like palm sugar, cotton, right? This is part of the economy, local economy in Maniwa area.
Mm.
So is there any facilities to educate them, to prepare them to work in these types of industry? So when they graduate, they have an income because they have the skill match with the local economic conditions. So can you just tell me what kind of curriculum and how the curriculum is different from other schools?
Mm. It's both formal and non-formal.
Mm,
Carpentry is included, like the, how to say, like the backyard. In the backyard, workshop
yeah.
area is
Mm.
included, and then safety and trauma informed area is included.
How about something related to agriculture? Something
Yeah.
related to craft and say industry, agricultural industries.
Mm.
Is there any lab or laboratory or workshops
Yes.
that is related to
Yes.
plantations, to sugar palm?
Sorry.
The curriculum,
No,
No.
is it about the plantation, sugar palm? Do you have the curriculum?
Yes. It's both formal and non-formal.
mm,
So the students are like grade 6 to 12. Yeah,
mm.
it's formal, but for non-formal, like they have carpentry school or like other outside small, but not with.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
formal curriculum it's same, like
Yeah.
the
Formal curriculum.
like the same the
Yeah.
school normal prof,
Mm,
Yes.
but she has informal
mm.
curriculum also.
Yeah.
I know. I'm talking is about the radical types of curriculum, because one example is in Thailand. In Thailand, for example, there is a issue of poverty, especially in the northern Thailand province, like in Buriram province. So there is one guy called Mi Chai, and they set up a school called Mi Chai Patana, and the school is called a bamboo school. So in this school, the curriculum is different from the national curriculum. Yes, they learn some basic national curriculum, but the CCA, the co-curricular activity is become the main, which is related to the local farming. So even the calendar of the school, it depends on the local farming calendar and
Mm.
also seasonal calendar. So during the harvest, the school is a holiday. Although the
Oh,
national school is not in a holiday, but all the teachers and children help the parents to work in the
never
farm.
think about it.
And during the monsoon season, they stay in the classroom. So the parents even help to the educations in the classroom.
Ooh,
Right? And also the school develop the skill like cooperative. So students learn about internet marketing, how to market their product directly to the city. They have radio stations, and they have a laboratory for organic farming. So to make them able to survive without depending on job, they can create jobs.
Oh, yes.
And the job creation is related to the local potential as a farming region. And this area, especially in your area, is there's a lot of agricultural product there. They are farmers, right? And then second, also cotton. So the industry. local industry making blankets. Blankets from Moniwa is quite famous. So sewing, making blankets, and develop the blanket industry into something that can create jobs. It's something that should be accommodated in the school. So the school itself, the functions, not the form. The form is all okay. But the workshops and maybe the training area, the industrial training area, it's not just carpentry, but sewing, knitting, and then even something that is palm sugar, for example, the palm sugar, the laboratory to make a product of palm sugar, maybe the kitchen area, maybe the boiling area. So this could be more than so. The skill education is needed more for the underprivileged children.
Yes.
If it's not underprivileged children, then maybe a different curriculum can be developed. This is I wish to see in the planning stage in the programming. Okay, and then of course, second, of course, is about the flood things, right? So how to deal with this seasonal flood, because it's not just once; it's almost during the wet seasons, and nowadays the El Nino has become a problem everywhere, and the incidence of disasters from flood and from torrential rain is getting higher. Okay, so your roof is okay, your second floor is okay, but your first floor is not safe. Okay,
Maybe I
all right. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
next time, be careful. Always north is you always put the north directions on the top, and even in the site plan and the
Not on this.
locations. Don't confuse the people with that
The
orientation.
north is on the top.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kin Theory. We move directly to the session 4 with
Yes.
My Pukin Community Learning Hub and Public Library in Mandalay, Myanmar.
Yes. Mạnh. Share the code.
So some students coming from Mandalay, right? Is it recommended by Susu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You're Susu students. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Susu is our
Susu, our teacher, their teacher,
professor.
Miss Susu.
Yeah, it's in
But
Mandalay.
there was
No,
her,
he
her
moved to
WhatsApp,
Yangon, I think now.
Jasmine,
Yeah.
right? Or Facebook,
Yeah, Jasmine is her other name.
and then Facebook, right?
Yeah.
What happened? Stick. Somebody. Ini belum nyambung. Oh, share screen. Share screen first. Go to Zoom and share screen.
Oh, yes. No.
Tutup.
Yes. So, this. So,
Hello everyone, my
No,
name
no,
is
wait,
Mei
wait,
Phu
wait.
Kien.
Still waiting.
Yes. So, hello everyone, my name is Mei Phu Kien.
Wait. The screen is not appear in Zoom. Okay. Full screen, please.
Yes, already.
Okay, yeah.
No, but in the Zoom is not the full
nothing
screen, it's
here.
a wrong window.
The Zoom is wrong windows. Different windows. Not. Beda ini loh.
Yeah, this is not the projections window. All right, now it's okay.
So, can I start now? So,
Yeah, but
hello
share screen
everyone.
is gone now. The share screen is not there. Yeah, okay, now it's okay.
It's okay, so can I start
Yeah.
now?
Yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Mei Phu Kien.
Udah muncul,
and
Pak?
My project is
Pak,
Yeah,
udah
it's
muncul?
okay. Yeah, it's
Udah
okay.
muncul?
yes.
Ada gambarnya atau gelap?
Ada gambarnya.
Okay. Yes.
So, my project name is the Community Lanny Hub and Public Library. It's located in Mandalay, Myanmar. So the main idea of this project is to rethink the traditional public library as a place not only for reading but also for learning, developing skills, but also for connecting with the community and supporting well-being. So
Kok di tempat lu nggak ada ya? Cannot continue? Okay. Yes. Nah, tapi mati di sana.
it's not working.
Somebody help him to the next. Oh iya, baterainya itu habis. The battery, I think.
Thank you. So, after the 2021 military coup and civil disobedience movement, formal education and employment opportunities were severely disrupted. So many students cannot continue their education, when many adults and workers also lost normal opportunities for work and skill development. However, learning continued through informal space such as home, monasteries, tuition centers, and community space. These places support learning, but they are not purpose with public learning environment. At the same time, AZT library mainly focus on reading and book asset with limited integration of digital learning, skill development, and community activities. Therefore, I identify a need for a new public learning environment that can support people to learn, develop, connect, and find support. This is the main. After identifying this
Sana lebih cepat 1 jam
this
ya.
condition,
Berarti habis
I
ini
started
tawarin
thinking
kalau
about
Prof cuma
what
makan siang dulu.
architecture
Aku lali.
could actually do. So I don't want the project to be just a place for reading books. I wanted it to be a place where people can continue learning, develop new skills, meet other people, and also have comfortable space to stay. So my question is, how can I arrange and connect the space in a way that improve learning, safety, digital access, and social connection? From this, I developed 4 main objectives. The first is education and digital access, and for learning and accessing information. The second is skill empowerment, because the project also support adults and young people who need practical skills. The third is community and cultural exchange, for people to meet, gather, and share activities. And the last is healing and resilience, which is about providing comfortable and supported spaces. So these 4 objectives becomes the basis for my design. So the site, my site is located on 101 Street, between 70 and 71st Street in Mandalay, Myanmar. So the total site area is 17900 square meters, and the total program area is about 8276 square meters. So to the north is the University of Mandalay compound. To the east and south are residential areas, and to the west is Mandalay Convention Center. Because of the site, I can keep the building around 2 floors and provide a large amount of outdoor space. So for site analysis, I mainly study the sand, wind, and surrounding conditions. So the site receives strong sun exposure, so shading is important for the building. From the wind analysis, you can see my site mainly receives the wind from the south and southeast, and I use this finding to develop the building orientation corridors and wind corridors. So the site analysis directly influenced my design. After understanding the site, I developed the main architectural concept. So for my architectural identity, I wanted the building to have a strong connection with Myanmar, but I don't want to copy traditional architecture directly. So I wanted to take the ideas behind traditional space and make them relevant to a contemporary public building. So my main concept is the Zayat is the word in Myanmar. So the meaning of the Zayat is like traditional Myanmar open pavilion where people can rest, gather, learn, and interact with the community. From the Zayat, I mainly take 4 qualities. These are like openness, shade, hospitality, and gathering. I then translate this quality into my building through open public spaces, share, transition, share learning areas, and community spaces. So I'm not like copying the traditional Zayat found. I'm using its spatial principles. And I also have 2 supporting concepts. The first is the banyan tree. In Myanmar village, we usually used to gather under banyan tree for study, for knowledge, or for gathering like that. So I incorporate this idea in my design. I will use it as a metaphor for how the building is organized. The central courtyard walk like the trend, the living zone branch out from it, and the shaded gathering space from the canopy. And this is the first supporting concept. And another one is called town tradition. It's like in summer break, children used to study at the monastery compound, or like it's like outdoor teaching, kind of outdoor teaching knowledge. So it can be the idea learning cannot happen not only in the classroom, but also through shared, informal, and outdoor spaces. So I connect formal learning with informal learning and indoor space with outdoor spaces. So overall, I'm trying to express Myanmar identity, not through decoration or copying traditional forms, but through the way people gather, land, move, rest, and connect with nature. So I then translated those traditional values into a contemporary architectural buildings. So for zoning and magic concept, I start with visit building mass based on the site and building coverage.
Wait.
Then as I mentioned before, I will use the banyan tree concept. So I subtracted a central goddess. It's like the communal central heart of my body, and also it represents the trunk of the banyan tree. It's like stem. And after that, according to the site analysis, my site will receive most of the wind from south and southeast. So I subtracted like wind corridor. So my video will get the cross ventilation on the whole body. And so as I mentioned before, I will incorporate the down outdoor landing tradition. So in stage 4, I create outdoor landing courtyard inspired by the town traditions. So organize landing zone radiating from the central courtyards like branches. So like subtracting these outdoor landing courtyards also create the zoning of my building like this. This way we can like 3 zones. This 2 will be my community learning hub zone. This is like library zone, and this is admin zone. So from this, I make some volumetric layering. So it will create like shady and spatial hierarchy. If one of the people is watching from here, he will get the hierarchy on my building. And this will also enhance the building architectural expression. So in the final articulation, I add a continuous landing street. I call it landing street, but it's kind of like spiral wrap. It represents like the canopy of the banyan tree, but also it represents the continuous process of landing. We can stop, we will always landing, so it's also represent like that. So contemporary yeah, principle introduced where can we semi open gathering space that similarly connect indoor and outdoor landing. This is my found. This is my messy transformation. So for my landscape design, I wanted the outdoor space to support the building and its learning activity. I don't want to my landscape design like the leftover space of my building design. So I incorporate like outdoor learning area, outdoor garden in my design. So my landscape design and my building began together, not like landscape design are like leftover spaces. Is my landscape design. So I use permeable concrete paper, concrete glass paper to allow water to enter the ground. For planting, I use the pea Buddha. It's like kind of plants that are found in Mandalay. It's like a Mandalay symbol plants and low strand plants and high strap brand I use. I also introduce water features to make the outdoor environment more comfortable. Overall, the landscape extend the landing and gathering spaces outside the building. So now I will explain the space planning. So as I mentioned before, my building is divided into the 3 zones. So I will start from the ground floor. This is the main entrance of my building. From the entrance, we can go to the library zone or community learning hub zone. From there, I will start with the library zone. We will enter the library zone, and there is the learning terrace. I call learning terrace, and from this we have community learning hub zone, and at the upper end we had administration zone. And first floor, I have a lot of wide area, so my video can get good lighting and cross ventilation. And I also connect library area and cafe with a bridge. So this is my first floor and ground floor plan. And on the second floor, I continue the learning and community spaces, including activity space, skill labs, and cultural exchange space. And the roof is also used part of the environmental design. It includes roof gardens, skylight, solar panels, and water tanks. So the roof is not only a technical area, but also support the environmental strategy of the building. After the space planning, I developed the exterior architectural expression. So for the exterior, so I wanted to keep the very contemporary, but I also wanted the Myanmar identity to be clear. So I didn't copy traditional Myanmar fonts directly. Instead, I translated the spatial qualities that I found important from the silhouette. I take openness, shade, and hospitality. This is expressed through the semi-open, shaded space around the building. From the down tradition, I take the idea that learning can happen beyond the classroom. So the exterior creates a transition between indoor and outdoor, semi-open and outdoor spaces. Because the project is located in Mandalay, this space is also respond to the climate. The overhand, shaded walkway, courtyard have reduced the direct sun and support natural ventilation. So from the material, I use concrete as the main expression with warm timber elements and earthy tones. So overall, I wanted the video to feel contemporary and minimal, while still having a clear connection to Myanmar. I wanted the Myanmar identity to come from the way the video was, rather than simply from how it was. So this is my exterior design, some of the renderings. This is my exterior renderings. So from the outside, the building has a simple and contemporary appearance, but while we move closer, we can see the shaded space, particle timber elements, open circulation, and connection between indoor and outdoor area. So the central courtyard also becomes the main visual and social focus of my building. So interior design. Inside the building, I continue the same idea of creating a comfortable and social learning environment. So I use one timber elements and open bushes to make the library feel more welcoming. A large opening bring natural light into the space. And I also use louver for cross ventilation. And I also create visual connection with the outside. The central courtyard brings naturally bring nature into the buildings and connect the different flow visually. And as you can see in the picture, the stairs and informal cities area can also become a place for people to stop, rest, interact, or learn informally. So the interior is not only about reading, it's also support interaction, community, and different ways of learning. And like this ramp, they are not just for the like for the connecting the space. It's also become a space where we can learn. So I thought this day like learning space. And this is the end of my presentation. Now I will share my animation. Stop here. Just to here. Share my animation. So this is how the block of my project. And this is the main facade.
I cannot see the animations.
Stop.
It's not shared yet. It's not
Belum
shared yet.
di-share. Belum di-share, Prof. Jo nggak bisa lihat.
Can see? Wrong. Oh,
The share screen is wrong. Yeah.
sorry.
So release your videos.
Here, yes. Oh, yes.
To check, you can see.
Yeah. All right. Yes. 2, 3. Yes. So this is the transformation of my wedding.
Ada form yang ini kan ini form ini, tapi aku melihatnya di yang dikirim kan formnya ini yang
So
sebelah mana?
here I added a
Ini.
concept and
Yang ini apa yang Prof Jo yang ini?
and all combined it can as a yet contemporary
Yang betul,
yet.
tapi Prof Jo dapatnya ini jadi ini yang tak kirim aja toh?
This is the
Oh.
first of my wedding.
Udah kok pre-final
Oh yeah.
final, tapi sama toh?
And here is a key toilet for the community Lenny have.
Kalah toh?
So now you can see here is Kili Koyet. So this is the main entrance to the building. And now you can see here is the central Koyet, but I also got civic Koyet, where you can sit and watch the movement. And this is what I call Lenny Streets. Here you can see the space. The rooftop there. This is how I make sand space to be more like beautiful. Here I want to give a portrait image along the walkway. It's like a portrait image. And a bridge connected the library and coffee shop. This is up already area. This is the interior of my library. Here what I call mini carriage. This is a community hall. This is central toilet. This is staircase. Yeah, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bapak, do you mind if we will take a break 30 minutes for lunch and maybe
After this.
one. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Okay. All right. So can I ask a question? What kind of trees you plant at the middle of the courtyard?
What
The
kind
plant.
of plant?
What tree is that?
I want to use the bee Buddha. It's like you have a right to Mandalay, so around the we call Chou, there is a lot of the bee Buddha plants. So I want to use the bee Buddha at the center of my courtyard.
Why not banyan tree? Why not banyan tree?
It's too large, and it has a lot
Well,
of.
but you have a very big circle, right? Very big round. No?
Yes.
No, because you know what I learned from you. You keep mentioning about the identity, and I think one of the strongest concept point your concept is about banyan tree and the
Yes.
storytelling traditions. You know, library can be in the three different form, right? One is the physical library, the books. Second is digital library. And then third is the oral library, the living library. And
Yes.
you correctly said actually that in the present conditions, I think the most important for Myanmar now is the
Yes.
living library. I
Yes.
mean, you create a space that people can sit and around the trees and then telling the story, which is not recorded in the books or in digital.
Yes.
Because in these current situations, it's very difficult to get books in Myanmar. And even the digital access is fully censored and controlled. Correct? So the best strategy actually is to use a traditional method of keeping the memory, keeping the repository of knowledge by asking people to sit in under the trees and then tell the story. It can be inside the room, could be outside the room, but storytelling traditions under the banyan tree is important. All right. Yes, of
Yes.
course, you can also refer to Bodhi tree, the tree of Buddha, because of the Buddhism.
Yes.
So actually, I see a lot of potential in watching your plan. It's a missed opportunity actually, because you have a correctly put the mandala structure as the basic layout for your building morphology, correct?
Yes.
And Mandalay and Mandala is the same roots. And then you have a center courtyard. And you have small courtyard in different part of your four corners, correct?
Yes.
And you can have actually you can develop a smaller mandala in every corner, even for the administrative wing on the lower right side. You have a roof, right? But you can even create a small opening at the center. You can put the Bodhi tree there, and then your staircase, instead on the left, you can put it at the middle for the administrative wing.
That you can
And then for the library, for example, in
more
indoor
than
library,
AI.
Yes.
it doesn't prevent you to create a circle opening at the center. So when people read the book, you can see the tree on your right.
Yes.
And Siddhartha become Buddha because they are sitting under the tree, not isolated from the tree. It's not inside the monastery.
Yes. I want to give
Right?
that kind of feeling.
Yes. So I think that can make your design more powerful. So you have a central courtyard and you have four smaller courtyards.
Yes.
And then your function is arranged around that, even indoor.
Dah, filenya ketemu.
Yeah, so you can have a smaller trees in the four corners, but you have
yeah.
a very big trees at the
Apa
middle,
kayak ini, Mas?
very
Jemput
big
bunga gue, Pak.
leaves, very big and
Oh, iya,
cooling
iya.
things that has become an umbrella of the entire buildings. And then second potential is your spiral ramp. Yeah, that is also very powerful because you can put relief like in the temples. Like the story of Buddha, like the story of whatever, right? So when you walk, it's also learning. Doing the circumambulations, maybe there is some relief or some digital display or even some discussion space or balconies around around the spiral, the central spiral.
Yes.
So it's kind of learning journey from the bottom towards the top, from the technical knowledge into philosophical knowledge. Correct? So you see, if you have you been to Borobudur?
Not yet.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should go to Borobudur later. And then you can see how these concepts of circumambulations and learning of different levels of knowledge
Oh,
is presented in the wall of the temples. So the trip going up is really very powerful opportunity to translate your concepts of learning from the oral traditions, from the intangible traditions
yes,
into a library, no? A move away from the physical. Yes, we still have digital library, book library, but that is not sustainable because if you cannot get books inside to Myanmar, if you cannot have a digital access or censored digital access, it's useless. But by using this space to maximize this and learning from the wisdom and using the symbolic trees, both banyan tree, which is older than Bodhi tree, in different part of your building, it's very simple to get a very strong architecture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is my suggestion. So when you plant a trees, choose a correct trees.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
and especially the opportunity, as it's amazing opportunity because you can change the courtyard into a very big, like in your concept drawings, very big banyan tree, and the teacher sit at the middle, and then surrounded by the students. You imagine if you have that kind of space, and the speaker is sit under your banyan tree, people can listen to the teaching not only on the ground but also around the spiral, right? So
Yeah.
you can put a small balcony along the spiral to look what is happening, like a theater, and the ground floor.
Yeah. It's really
Now you
good.
can imagine, right? So this is architect's imaginations.
Yes, yes.
All right, your presentation, everything is perfect. It's nice. It's smooth. You have this, and especially you have with AI, with all these tools. It's okay. But then I think in the next steps on your career, you can enhance the so-called the traditional knowledge and translate it into a contemporary with the very simple solutions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So much for the idea and for your advice.
Yes. So you can imagine the form in your head, right? So I
Yes.
believe that you can.
Yes.
All right.
I
Okay.
thought to use banyan tree, but I think it's too big. Like so, I choose another tree.
Too big for your small courtyard, but your courtyard is huge and your site is big. And your site actually is next to that film museums, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's not far from the cultural center as well. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people coming there and then sit in under the trees if you make the ground floor open to all. So it's become a public community library there.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will be abroad next time.
Yes. Your next project.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Is it enough,
Okay.
Bapak?
So
Or do you have any
no, it's
recommendation?
enough. I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
That is my recommendation. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So we will take a break for 30 minutes, Bapak. It's okay for you?
Okay, 30 minutes is fine.
Yeah. Enjoy.
So we come back at now is 1 p.m. in Singapore. So it's,
Enjoy the lunch.
yeah, I cannot eat with my eyes.
Okay.
I need something solid. Okay. 30 minutes is okay. So come back
Okay.
in 30 minutes. All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Matur nuwun, Bapak.
Yeah.
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 So, Wayan O and Sun. May sana.
Kayan na ne. Ya ya masa. Kenapa nih? Kami lagi. Nhìn khâu nào đó. Yung kaya ang. Nên trong sẽ làm rồi. Ít nhiều à? Đi đi.
convention nào vậy? Convention nào nhiều mà sau lại bảo là
Dạ.
vừa đi. Rồi convention là gì? Anh em vừa đi. Rồi convention là gì? Convention là nhiều mà. Rồi bây giờ hay mình bị chẹt là
Sao mà? Hả?
yes, yes.
Nhớ đi. Nhớ bài là sao vậy? Thấy không sao?
Thought to the lecture before the international exam, I thought you will got some inspiration how to answer the question for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But actually, the lectures they got inspiration with the big hole in your project.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard more.
엄마 하나 봐. 엄마 하나 봐. 타이네. 타이네. 항상 em một khai nào này vậy khai cái mình khai ăn nào này
Sudah lagi chat ya.
thì
야, 너무 그냥 아무 소리 없어. 아무 소리 없어.
Nói là sao lại mà nó
Sao lại mà?
엄마 예쁘고 아무 띠리에 내 왜는 này sao này
Con đi nhà rồi. Nào vậy? Là.
ya bà ngon lên mà sao hết em khai nào nè Tiêu này có bộ gì của số này tiền của gì gì nè tôi phải phải
Canteen của con. Trong sao đi?
đi theo mà lại đi theo ăn lượt đấy à không nhỉ đi theo em nhớ rõ lượt đấy thì khen đúng là gì đó nó mà phải bảo 야, 누가 씨. 알람 못 보. 네, 알람 못 보. cái mà thì cái gì miền rồi. Có chẳng chỉ là sao nào mà biết rồi. Pha chặt phao đi. Thôi anh nào đi.မရှိဘူးတကယ်မရတော့ပြန်လို့ရလားမသိခါရရနာနေ
ကိုတငယ်ချင်းနဲ့ကိုတငယ်ချင်းနဲ့အမှန်လား
တော့ညောင်မင်းသုံးကိုပြောဟုတ်တယ်မလား
โอเคညောင်မီတော့သူစဉ်းစားရတယ်ဆိုတော့ဒီမှာညောင်မီကြီးရှိမန်တလာကိုမန်တလီကမန်တလာကို break for in it ပြီးတော့ပါလေဆိုတော့အဲ့မန်တလာအကွက်တယ်မန်တလာအကွက်တွေတစ်ခါတည်းတော့မယ်သူကအဲ့ဟာမှာ corner 4တောင်းမှာကြတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုး level spiral လို့ဟာမျိုးပုံနေတယ်5ပေါ့နော်5မျိုးပြတယ်မှာအပင်လေးတွေတက်ရှိမှာပြန်လိုက်တာပေါ့လေဆိုတော့
မလား
ချန်လိုက်တာပေါ့အလဲမှာ spiral ရှိတယ် spiral ထဲမှာကျတော့ banyan tree အကြီးရှိတယ်အဲ့ banyan tree အကြီးက building တစ်ခုလုံးမိုးဝိုင်းတယ်မိုးရတာမျိုးစဉ်းစားလို့လေရတယ်လို့မြင်တာမရှိဘူးမိုးရင်းနဲ့အဲ့အလဲမှာ big banyan tree but at the corner also for မှာကျတော့ small tree other alternative ပေါ့လေအဲ့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်စဉ်းစားခိုင်းဟာဟိုတော့သူပြောတဲ့ဟာဒီလို space ကို create လုပ်တာမဟုတ်ပဲねအဲ့မှာအပင်ရှိမှာကွာအဲ့အပင်နဲ့ spiral နဲ့မှာလေinter focus ရှိမှာပေါ့ spiral အဲ့ဒီအပင်ကကျတော့ pose လို့ဖြစ်တာဝင်ယူလို့ဖြစ်တာဆိုတော့အလဲမှာတယောက်ကစကားပြောလို့ရှိရင်ဝင်ယူပတ်နေတဲ့အချိန်မှာလေ balcony လေးထွက်ပြီးတော့အဲ့ကနေပြီးတော့တက်နေနေအောက်ကနေစကားပြောတဲ့ဟာတွေအကုန်လုံးကြည့်တော့လေရကွာဆိုတော့ every possible အကုန်လုံးအခုကျတော့ဘာဖြစ်လဲဆိုတော့အပင်လေးပဲရှိတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အပင်လေးပဲရှိတယ်အပင်ကဒီကြည့်ရင်လည်းဖြစ်တယ်မကြည့်ရင်လည်းဖြစ်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ option နဲ့နည်းနဲ့ visually ကိုပြဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ဒီ visually ပြင် object တွေထားတဲ့ဟာကိုမှ body ပြင်အောင်မှာတရားဟောတာမျိုးဒါမှမဟုတ် sample တစ်ခုပြောတာမျိုးနောက်တစ်ခုကဒါမှမဟုတ်ရှင်လည်း experiment မှာမှပဲ950စနစ်ပတ်တော်တွေပြန်ပတ်တာမျိုးဆိုတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုးသူပြောတာကောင်းတယ်တော့ကောင်းတယ်ဒီမှာပြောတာလည်းအမှန်တော့ flag ရင်းနေတာအနီးကို flag ပြီးတော့ curriculum သူကအဲ့ဒီနီးနားမှာတခြားဟိုက curriculum ကိုပြင်တာမဟုတ်သူကအဲ့ဒီမုံရအဲ့နားမှာဟိုကအဲ့ဒါလည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးမုံရမှာအဓိကဟိုကလုပ်တယ် local handcraft ဟိုမှာစောင်းရက်တာတော့ပါအဲ့ဒီဟိုင်းနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ post လုပ်လို့ကောင်းရှင်ဟိုကပြုလုပ်မှာကောင်းမှာသူပြောတာကောင်းတယ်
ဒီကေကိုဟွာဖြစ်တယ်ပညာပြည့်ရဟုတ်
ငါအမေရိကန်ဝိုင်းလို့
အဲ့လို
ဒီမှာပြောရတယ်ငါတို့စကြူးလုပ်တယ်ပါအားရောင်ငါတို့ဖျားရောင်းနေတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့
အရာကိုဖမ်းလာလေအရာကိုနားလေပြန်လို့ရလား
ဒါပြင်မဲနေတယ်ဒီမှာဒီကပုံစံ300လောက်ပဲရှိတယ်
ဟုတ်တယ်
ခဏလေးခုံချလို့ရတယ်ကြောက်အောင်
အေးမယ်ဒီမှာလည်းငါတော့ဘာမှမပြီးတော့ကြောက်ရမယ်အဲ့ဒါဒီရလာနေတာငါသိမတယ်လို့ပြောလိုက်
ပါလိမင်းလောက်ကြွကြမှာ မောင်နည်းနည်းလေးပဲစားကြနေဟုတ်
ဒီမှာပါရင်တော့
လေးလေးမနော်ကိုစားမှာပါ
တာမတကွာလေးလိုက်အဲ့လိုလိုက်ညွန့်တဲ့ညင်းဒီ
ညီမကမောင်နှမနေမှာပေါ့
ညင်းဒီကောင်းတော့နော်စ
အင်းတို့လက်ဖက်သုံးတဲ့တုံးဆိုင်ရဲတဲ့
နောက်ဘယ်လိုလဲ
အရင်က
ညင်းဒီကိုအမင်းနဲ့သုံးရကြော်နဲ့ငါပြရင်ငါပြည်တယ်
ဟိုသူပြောတာကိုညောင်မပြောချင်တာကိုလည်းနားလေမန္တလာဆိုတာကိုလည်းသိလိုက်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့လေးပင်စိုက်တာကိုနားမလဲလိုက်ဘူး
ကောနာတောင်းမှာကျန်လိုက်တယ်
အဲ့ဒါကြဒီအဆောင်တစ်ခုလုံးရဲ့၄တောင်ပြောရမလား
อืม
မနေ့ကအပြပြင်းဦးမလားမသိဘူးဟာတော့ဟာတော့ညမတွေ့တာ
ဟုတ်တယ်
ဆောက်ဘူးလုံးမဆောက်
ဖြစ်တာဘူးလားဒီဘူးလားဒါပဲဒီဘူးလေဆုံးက၄ခုလေ
သုံးခုပဲလေ
ဒီတော့လည်းညာကောင်းတာပဲဘူးပေါ့အဲ့ဒီပြည်သမီးမရှိပြောဆောက်ပြန်တက်ပြန်ရှင်းကြမှာအင်းတိုင်းပဲသွားတော့လုံးတော့ပဲလုံး
မဟုတ်ဘူးသူပြောချင်တာစာအုပ်မရှိတဲ့အခြေအနေတွေမှာဆိုရင်လွတ်လုံးလေဒါပေမဲ့ဒီလိုမျိုးစဉ်းစားလိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့စာအုပ်မရှိလဲအဆင်ပြေရဲ့အဲ့လိုဖြစ်သွားမှာ space ကအဲ့လိုဖြစ်သွားမှာလို့ပြောချင်တာ ဟုတ်ချက်စရာကောင်းတော့ကလေးလေးလိုရုံနဲ့လာကြည့်နေဟုတ်ကလေးပေါက်သွားမှရုံနဲ့လာကြည့်နေ
အဲ့ဒီညတော့ပိုင်ဖို့လေ
အဲ့လို expression လေးရှိရဲ့သိတယ်အမရတော့ငါတကယ်ကိုပြန်တော့မယ်ဒီမခံနိုင်တော့ဟမ်ကျွန်တော်မရအောင်လားဘုံရရအောင်မလားဒါပြီးသွားပြီလေးမိနစ်တော့တဘော
ဒီကကောင်းတယ်
ဟုတ်လား
ကြိုက်ကြိုက်
architect ဆက်လုပ်ရမယ်အဲ့ဒါဆို architect ကြီးပဲဆက်လုပ်တော့မယ်အဲ့ဒါ construction drawing ဆိုလုပ်တော့အဲ့ဒါ construction drawing ဆိုတော့အော်ပါလေရလာဘူးစောပြနေစားမြောက်သားတကယ်ကိုအဲ့ရပါရရော
ဘယ်နဲ့ငါပြေးတာဟုတ်ဟုတ်
Bu, ini yang tadi yang dibuang. Testing.
Tes, tes, yes. Sudah siap lagi?
Sudah, Pak. Anaknya nggak berani makan malah, nggak bisa nelen katanya. Berakap ya.
Sian.
Are you ready? Kamera mana? The camera. For session 5, please welcome Y and O to present. You have 15 minutes. Please go ahead. The title is Smart Mixed Use Vertical Hub Work, Life, and Leisure in Bangkok.
Find PDF. No change. No change. You have file PPT, PowerPoint, no PDF. PowerPoint. No PowerPoint. It's take that. No. No PDF. Yeah. And hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is
Sorry, share screen first. I can't see. It's not yet shared on the screen. Please share screen first.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Wei Yan Wu, and my thesis is titled by Small Missile Particle.
Sorry, I cannot hear anything. Okay, now it's okay.
Okay. Hello. So my thesis is a Punjabi Bangkok, Thailand near Secreta MRT and MRT station. So every day, the idea for this project.
The voice is lost again. I cannot hear anything.
Pakai mic loh.
Coba ini.
Ya, use this. Tapi ya sama aja. Alah, Allah. Ya. Try.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I will start again. The site is located in the Bangkok, Thailand, near Secreta MRT. So the idea for this project, I got it very realistic. So every day in Bangkok, people facing the disconnected between where they work, where they live, and where they leisure. Slide. So what is happening in Bangkok? So and the agency behind this project came from the Bangkok friend when I've been living, work, home, and shopping, and the leisure, all the separators across all the Bangkok distance. So the people is forcing the people to daily take maybe the travel time is so long. So over daily, 60% of commuters spend 2 hours in the traffic. So that the green space is below 3 meters per person. The standard is at 9 meters per person for the standard. So the rising and lining prices limited housing. So the problem is like people walk, travel, shop, travel, home, travel, leisure, travel. So the travel time for the Bangkok traffic is really bad. So how do I respond the problem? So my problem and my answer is transit-oriented development (TOD). So yeah. So what is TOD? TOD is made of three main principles like transportation, mixed-use density, and walkability. So as you can see, people from the MRT walk from the they walk and they can see they can share all the podium shopping restaurant. They can do everything in the walkable area. So some people from the MRT walk around the bridge and they can see they can free and they can see everything and senses. So the principles for this philosophy is very simple. So put people in the middle, so no car and no car density, so people can enjoy all the facility in one walkable area. So this is the or transit-oriented development. So this is my design idea is start moving, start living. So my design idea is directly come from the problem I mentioned earlier. So I want to build buildings in one vertical urban system, so they can walk, they can shop, they can live, they can do anything in one urban particular system. So this is my design idea: start moving and start living. So this my project.
Sorry, the sound is gone again.
Okay. Try again.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay.
So my project is located in the Thailand Bandrot, Bandarpi. So Bandarpi is a really fast growing district in the eastern Bandrot with the excellent MRT yellow line connectivity and major commercial centers and residential commuter and strong potential for small potential for sustainable mixed development. Interesting. So this is my land use and zoning map. Each side there is a commercial high rise. The north one there is a public and green space, and the west and the south is a lower residential 1 to 3 floor.
Sorry, which MRT is that? What is the name of the station?
Secreta, SIKRITA.
Secreta. Okay.
Secreta. So this is the pedestrian connectivity map. So the secret from the secret MRT to my building is like 135 meters. Its walking distance is 1 to 2 minutes. So there's a near pedestrian crossing here. So there's a large good pedestrian route. So this is the surrounding urban height and skyline. As I mentioned before, the east side is a commercial corridor around the high-rise 30 floor. The west side is the lower 1 to 3 floor. So how do I show the urban gap between the low-rise, high-rise and low-rise? So my building is around 15 floor in the middle. So there is a transition point and the industrial bridge between the two large urban streets from the east to the west. My building is middle, so my building is like on the bridge. So this is a noise analysis. So like I mentioned before, the front is a car road and the north point is a MRT. So like I mentioned before, the front is a car road and the north point is a MRT. So the noise from the noise is only the east of north point. So this is the form development. The form development. So I want to be mixed building first. I want to do like people to enjoy the quality of life with the good landscaping. So first I do the podium full floor and I cut off the sun speakers and add green trees. And so I made 2 towers. So in the left tower, no point. In the north side, I add first for the 5 floor. Above there is the amenity floor. Above there is a residence. So the hotels and residence is 1 tower, and the office is 1 tower. So this is the building program. So as you can see, the base is the shopping mall full floor, and above there is 1 mechanical floor for all the building, and above there's a to the left there's a hotel 5 floor, and in between them there's a 1 amenity floor. After that, the upper floor is a residence floor. There is a office for the 9th floor, and in the middle there is a sky terrace for the visuals. So, the north one is here. So all the from is coming from this direction to this direction. So this bed is facing the sunlight directly. So I use for the office I use the pedestrian facade, and for the resident and hotel I use the vertical frame 45 degree incline. So people from the office can directly see the resident and hotel, but they can see that because of the vertical frame. So this is the floor plan recommending people. The noise is coming from the north side and the front side. So I use the transit plaza 40 meters, and the entrance they can walk through around. There's a basement car before floor. This is the side plan. This is the podium level. So podium level. So every people in the building can be get out the building and below the 30 meters, so the fire escape program is solved. So there is a two pool, and people from the office can hear directly, and they can choose the elevator and get up. So for the residents and hotel, here is a hotel resident. Even if they live in the emergency care. So the main in the middle is a void. So there is a main tree entrance in the front, in the back, and the left side. So this is the Korean level 2, Korean level 2. I have a shopping mall level 4. So this is the office. Office is I have 9 floors. 9 floors. The main floor is here. There's an elevator, 4 elevators, and stair is attached. The other suite is a open floor plan for the office. So for the office, like I mentioned before, there is an office in the middle. There is a full-time sanctuary in the middle for 3 floors, and the rest is the office plan. For the hotels, I have 95 hotel rooms, 95 hotel rooms and 91 resident rooms. So my hotel is a type of full floor. Like you can see, there's a hotel 5 floor. And after in between that, there is a one amenity floor. Amenity floor is that people from the office and resident can share the facility in one floor, like a swimming pool, gym, restaurant, something in the amenity floor. Especially my total building height is 75 meters, and this is the section. So this is the perspective. Like I mentioned before, the people from the office can write in nothing because the water difference between the two towers there's an 8 meter gap. 8 meter gap. Perspective. For this material, I use a performator illuminator mesh for this method. The swimming pool of humanity hall. So this is the open office plan. I want to present that.
สถานีต่อไปศรีกรีฑา Next station ศรีกรีฑา
Plane. Extrude.
Building mass.
Define entrance.
Carve courtyard.
Insert hotel.
Refine tower form.
Insert resident.
Refine massing. Create office. Connect masses. Final form.
Thank you. Yan, as I understand, your project is about TDR, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
But why I cannot see even the MRT line in your presentations? It's all gone.
Yes, definitely in the initiative.
Well, if you really want to do a TDR, yes, you can have a site, but then your site have to be connected with the MRT stations. I mean, have you ever lived in Bangkok?
Yes, I live in Bangkok for 2 years.
Okay, so you know how easy to go from MBK to Discovery Center to Paragon to Siam Square using the central platform, right? Under the MRT line, there's a very big space, and then you can create actually is a pedestrian line at the middle. And then from there, you can walk car free above the traffic jam. Yeah, so that is Siam Square. So actually, easily you can do the same things. So from Sikita MRT stations, you can propose to have a middle platform and then connect to the second floor of your buildings,
Yes.
right? And then on the ground floor, you can connect with whatever transportation system because like in Siam Square, the city center bank is too crowded. But at least in Srikitas, you still have plenty of space underground, right? So it has opportunity also to create a bicycle pit stop, for example, because you want to promote cycling. And you can put a cafe, whatever, on the ground floor, on the upper floor. Maybe a very nice pedestrian going into the canal because the canal has a boat, right? Boat connection as well. So your site actually is not just that square, that isolated square, but includes the surrounding area, especially under the railway track, because there's a lot of opportunity there. And your project can be really talking about TDR. But now it's nothing to do with TDR. It's just a mall design, right? Which is okay, yeah, because this is a normal mall. There's very interesting space on the roof, but it's better if your green roof, can be connected directly to the walking path to the MRT stations. Or going down maybe a cycling path. So probably the cycling can also go up by ramp into your second floor and then going down again. If you look into the video, for example, like the city like in Chongqing in China, even the MRT is going through the buildings, right? So maybe the pedestrian or bicycle path can go through the buildings from one side to other side. So you really have a circulation system around the surrounding area become part and of the your building design. So your building design is become a hub, transportation hub. Maybe it can be a bus terminal, can be a tuk-tuk terminal, maybe can be also a bicycle, and jogging track. Jogging can also go to the roof, right?
Yes, yes.
And then the people who live in the hotel maybe can have join the trail from the roof and then going down into the middle platform under the MRT up to the river. And then from the river, they can jump into the boat and go to the city center by the boat on the canal. Because, right. So I think this is also a missed opportunity. If you really include that, then your presentation will not just isolate it as a small island. And then lost all this, the even the drawing. I don't see it in the perspective. I don't see it in the animations. The MRT trail itself.
Yes. I'm thinking about like a but the distance between each one and 75 meters to our to to look in my business. So I'm not connecting with my business yet.
Mm. Are you from Yangon?
Yes, sir.
You know, in Yangon there is a circular rail, right?
Yes, yes.
Very big rail. And if the rail is restored, potentially the spot around that rail, the circle line in Yangon, can be very interesting green developments around there. And then every small stations can become like you develop a TOD there, and then to reduce the traffic jam at the city center, including traffic jam to the airport. It's almost impossible to go to Yangon Airport 2 hours before the departure. Have to be 3 hours because of the traffic jam. Same also with it, so your location actually is better than Siam Square, better than Paragon and MBK, right? Because that place is already very crowded, but your place, there are plenty of space, including the park under the interchange. It's a huge garden there. All right. So yeah, everything is okay. I mean, if you're designing a mall, yeah, you are competent enough to design a mall. But then don't call it a TOD. All right. Yeah, I know the things that you need to link to the OD is the potential outside the site. That you should choose that as part of your site before you start the project. So you have opportunity to propose something to the connectivity to the MRT. Okay? All right, let's go. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Chu and today I will be talking about how I can began.
Sorry, the share screen is wrong. It's different screen. Yeah, the share screen should be the window, same. And I think it's also better to use different mic because this mic is very difficult to catch. Smaller mic maybe is better. And also the share screen is still not the correct window.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, I can hear.
Yes.
Now share the screen that is similar to the screen and in the classroom. Yeah, I think this is okay now.
Hello everyone.
No, it's wrong. It's not the same.
Kok masih gini nih?
Nah, this one is okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. My name is Shuntai Tu, and today I will be
You should
presenting
speak
about.
louder.
I will be presenting about how architecture can become part of a performance experience through my final thesis, titled as a theater and culture complex in Mandalay. So before going into the project in more detail, I would like to briefly introduce about the Mandalay, which is known as the Myanmar's second largest city. Myanmar's second largest city and one of the country's most important cultural centers. As you can see in these photos, the city has a strong identity in traditional dance, theater, music, puppetry, and other performing arts. These traditions stay active today and continue to play an important role in Mandalay's cultural life. But if Mandalay has such a strong cultural identity, the question is, where can all these cultural activities can together today. When we look at the city, we can see that here, the performance, exhibition, and cultural learning spaces are scattered and mostly operate separately. So many existing venues are also outdated and have limited facility for contemporary production. So the main problem is not about lacking the culture. The problem is the lack of an integrated contemporary place where performance, learning, exhibition, and public activities can come together. So this began the starting point of my project. To respond to this need,
Sorry, site first. I want to know the site.
I can't go back.
Location of the site.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where is it?
It is
Which street and what street?
30 Street between 72 and 73. It is
72
the corner
and
of
73.
yes, 30 and
Okay.
70. Yes. And so I selected this site because which is one of the most visible in Mandalay, and it is near the Mandalay Palace and Moat. And so the site is about 1.69 hectares with a proposed total building area of around 30 meters square meter. Its location also gives the project a strong connection to the city, while also making it suitable for a public culture destination. So Mandalay has a hot climate with strong sunlight. So the design responds through the building orientation, shaded edge, courtyards, and open circulation spaces. And so this is here you can see this is called the Saiwai, which is known as Myanmar's traditional orchestra. As you can see in here, Saiwai brings music, movement, and performance together in one collective arrangement. So the musicians and instruments are organized around a central point. From this arrangement, I took the idea of central focus, rhythm, interaction, and surrounding layers. So this idea then became the starting point for my architectural concept. And here, my main concept is defined as the stage as a living archive, which means that the culture is not only something that we preserve or display, but something that continues through performance, learning, and interaction. So from that, I translate the concentric arrangement of Saiwan into the building. So just like the instruments are organized around the central part one, the main theater becomes the cultural heart of the building. So from this idea, I developed the main design principles such as central focus, layering, rhythm, movement, and interaction, and also transition. So let's take a look at my design development. And in here, you can see the side boundary. I define the side boundary first, and then give the side access role, and then secondary access role. And from that, I have the define the zoning, parking area, and building area. And then I make the central, I added to the central core as as I added theater as the cultural heart, and then around the spiral root to make the special interior special feeling, and then make the interlocking measures to make to add the different spaces to the building, and then make the final roof gesture to make the sculpture of the roof to distinguish from the building. And here, as you can see, the space are organized in different layers from public to more private area. And at the center, it is the main theater, which works as the cultural heart of the whole complex. And around the theater, it is the foyer and front of house, also followed by exhibition and learning spaces. Also the administration, supporting role and supporting spaces and back of house functions are placed in the more control areas. So based on the spatial organization, let's move to the overall site plan and see how the building connects. So this is the site plan. As you can see, the site plan is located. The site is located between 73, 72, and here is the 30 street. It is the 73 and 30 street. 30 street is the main road, and here is the south alleyway and second 72 street will be the secondary road. So I make the main access from across to 73 to 30th street, and also another side exit to the 72th Street to make the building circulate, freely circulate the building. And also, now let's move to the building. So here is the ground basement and the ground floor. I make the basement. I use the basement mainly for the service area and also the management step parking and the building control area like emergency and some step waste management and water pumping. And for the ground floor, there will be the main core theater, and this is the part of the car tray, and here is the circulated around the ramp, and also here will be the supportive facility that that can freely facilitate to the theater, and here will be the building management and service floor, and here this will be the only for staff for like kind of building staff and front of house area, and also here is the souvenir shop and also the cafe area for the visitor to make easier movement to the theater. And also here in theater, I make the I divided the zoning into private, semi-private, and staff parking. Here, staff zone, and here is the stage where the floor they can performance and also service can facilitate freely without interfering with the visitor staff movement. And here is the visitor staff movement, and also this way will be the will be available for the disabled also, because this will directly go to the first row, and here will be the back of the stage. And from that, we have in second floor, in first floor, you can see the mezzanine floor to theater here. So here is the theater mezzanine floor, and also the same as the ground floor, it is the ramp circulated around the theater to make the movement between the circulated around the theater. And here, this is the building management zone, and this will be the exhibition zone. So the visitor can freely go up to this space, and they can make fluid movement to experience the culture and also the heritage. And also the here will be the corner, reading corner and gallery space, and so they can make fluid movement in here, and also they can go up to the community hall. So the circulation between the building is fluid and circulate around the theater, and the visitor can also experience the travel and the volume of the special feeling inside the building. And here you can see, you can clearly see the here you can clearly see the main core of the theater, and here will be the normal seating, and here will be the VIP seating, which will be on the mezzanine floor, and this will be the technical riser, and also here will be the special feeling which visitor can feeling within that building. And here, this is the site plan. I'm mainly focused on the vehicle circulation movement, because the site is almost filled with the parking space and building area, and so I make the walkable area pavement to get more shady, and also they can get a nicer view to the building. And so I make simple pavement like concrete interlocking, and also plain texture concrete and grass lawn to make the distant feature in the texture. And the plant are used, the plant used in here are also available in Mandalay, and the shrubs and tree and flower plants are almost combined together to make the visually appealing. And sorry, also here will be the my outline of the design, and this is the night view, and here will be the main full side rendering of the design, and this will be the interior special feeling, and also this will be my animation. Yeah. So you can see. And this is the instrument coming from the sound of the Taiwan instrument. Here will be the location of the project. And this will be the follow deployment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, just now I'll also start from the location because location is very important. You say
Location.
that the location is between 72 and 73, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because 73 is very important because it's the main north and south axis that connect the
Yeah.
palace with University of Mandalay, right?
Yes. And also
But your building is not on the 73, but which one? Is it 30, 31, 32? Which one?
oh, sorry.
Which street? Which street? 30, 31, 32? Which one? Huh?
Yeah.
40?
Of the
36?
location, right?
Yeah,
Location is 30. Yes. It is
30.
corner of actually it is the corner of 73 and 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
33 and oh, okay. So it's facing north, right? North direction, is it?
Yes. No, is
Yeah, so the 30 street is number. I think it's important to label that clearly in your, because most of your presentation, the other student as well,
yes.
it's not clearly show the directions north, south, and also the exact street names and street
yeah.
numbers.
Yes. It is 30 street between 72 and 73 street.
Okay, because 73 is important, 72 is less important, but still is important axis north to south. But your building is on the street in between, right? Especially at the corner.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, which one is the most important spot of your site?
Sorry.
Which corner? Which corner is the most important?
The most important corner is under 30 and 73 because it is the main road connection and there will be the direct view to the like city view because the facing side is the Manly University beside the 73
Yes.
and also beside the 30 road it is the commercial and also you can directly see to the Manly Mall because it is
Yeah,
the one floor away to
I'm
the Manly
familiar
Mall.
with that place. I walk quite a lot there, from the university to
Yes.
the along the axis. But why your building is not facing that corner?
Yeah, the building is not facing the corner, but the view I can get from the building is directly to the corner. Because the building my side is like a 4-lane access, and so I made the
Can you
access.
show the plan? The plan again,
Yes.
your building site plan?
Here.
Okay, but your corner is parking, right? Parking lot.
Yes, parking lot because there will be the traffic congestion and also the traffic light and in Mandalay there are so many motorcycle and motor car and so they are like honey too much and that corner is too loud to handle the building. Yeah.
All right. This is about the some design logic. Okay. If you it's okay to use that corner as a parking as a buffer zone between the very busy, noisy corner with your buildings. But your building itself is interesting because you use circle. You use the patwing, right? Patwing, the Indonesian gamelan. This is a Myanmar gamelan. That circular instrument musics. The performers sit at the middle, and then the sound travel radially to all directions, right? And then you have this 45 degrees line. Although it's not aligned with the corner, but your theater inside is not 45 degrees, right?
Yes, because the theater inside I make the lobby, it is the special feeling, and so I want
You
to
see,
reduce
so
the
it's not 45 degrees, right? Why? Why is it? Why there has to be several directions?
This line?
Yeah, I mean the circular theater, the main entrance.
This is yeah, because I use that like this exit, sorry, because of the like kind of I made the stretch out column inside, and so I want to make the entrance to directly up, and so the circular center is a little bit anchored by following the stretch out around it.
Okay. Actually, it doesn't have to be straight, right? But you have these lines in the logic, 45 degrees, north-south, exactly, 180 degrees, 0 degrees. But your theater orientation inside the plan itself is neither here or there. This is in between the main axis of your theater from the main stage to the exit of the theater at the middle. Is not north, but also is not 45 degrees following the main entrance of the building, right?
Yes, it
So
is
I
not
mean,
exactly 45.
yeah, this is about the ordering principles. So maybe because Mandalay is very ordered as a city, using the mandala, using the very clear north and south grid, exactly 90 degrees. Right. And then you put your buildings on the most important axis in the city, which is the north-south axis that connect the palace with the university. See, so this is very strong guidelines actually that you can exploit further to develop the grid inside your site and also the grid inside the buildings. Yeah, and then the second, you have the circle. And that circle, normally the logic is radial, not grid, but radial. Yeah, to all directions. It could be 4 cardinal directions or 8 cardinal directions, but there is a very strong order that actually you can exploit that. And then second, of course, is visual, and when in your first part of your animations,
Yes.
you use that, right? The sound travel on all directions, following the
Yes.
circle, right? But
Radiative from the inside.
yeah, I think that is also opportunity for your theater to be able to see the sound traveling. For example, like the porosity. So it's not like a massive building, but people from outside or inside can see a circle there, can see through. So at night, imagine is the light is very during the performance, light up. And
Yes.
then people on the dark city can see that radiating from your buildings. So it's a kind
Yeah.
of symbolic representation of the sound that travel equally to all directions, representing by the light on all direction at night. But during the day, from all directions, people can see through your square wall into the interior of the buildings. And
Yes.
that will make the expressions, the spatial expressions, stronger, because it's really reflecting your concepts, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then your plan on the left, there's a square plan. Which floor is that?
This one?
Yeah, is it underground?
Oh, yes. This is the basement.
Ah, the basement. Okay.
Yeah, because I make the service way from this road, and also in here this is the like control access, and I mainly use
Yeah.
to differentiate the
Mm.
zoning. This way with the admin staff, and this way with the service staff to take care of the waste collection and also the service for reservation and something else. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think from the structural logic as well, the first floor, ground floor and your basement structural plan, it doesn't completely align, right?
Oh yes.
So it's there's some the load is not equally distributed. Yeah, because the structure on the top floor with that circle, it doesn't fit completely with the ground floor, with the basement.
Yes, because on the ground floor, I'm mixing uh, grid and radiant for the theta. For I use the radiant column and also the radiant beam. I this code where we added like structure code, and for the basement, I think this structure can come above the ground, and so I remove those code structure in the basement.
Yeah, that makes the building cost expensive because the structural engineer will be complaining. It's possible, everything is possible, but it makes the
Yeah.
building cost double or triple, right?
Yes.
No, I mean, this is about order. It's about the logic, right? It's easier actually to have a kind of framework that is logical. A certain line of the 45 degrees or 90 degrees, north, south, east, west, in not just on the spatial organizations, but also in terms of structural organizations. Yeah, so in the next project, yeah, try to minimize the structural costs and don't make the civil engineer angry.
Yeah.
Because they are complaining. Architects is always like to build a very funny buildings
Yeah.
without thinking about how difficult the calculations and the constructions.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
Yes.
so I think it's enough. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Maybe you can use the mic. I can't hear. Yeah.
Oh,
Testing.
Yes. Okay.
Bapak, before we closing this exams, do you mind to make conclusion or maybe something that they will remember all of the life. So the event will be memorized to everyone, for them and for us and all of the civitas of academies in Untag Semarang, because this is the first. Okay.
Yeah, I think the first things that is very important to remember is about ASEAN friendships is beyond politics. Okay, so what is really happened in your country is unfortunate, but it will not stay like that forever. Okay, so while someday when the condition is getting better, then everything is getting easier. But for the moment, I think I should thank Untag Semarang by accepting them and give them the opportunity to finish the job. And if you look into the previous alumni, the two the batch before you, they are in very good positions now. I heard one has been got the job in Japan, Tazin, and then the other two, and also there is one boy who didn't come. He just graduated from the President University in Jakarta. So I think at this difficult time, it's good to let your friends in Myanmar knows that we are always together with them. So although there's a difficult situations, but people outside Myanmar are really very sympathetic to them, and hopefully they can also enjoy the same level of education and opportunity in the future. Okay, and then second, all of this project, I'm so happy to see that you start not only from the aesthetics, but you start from culture. You start from the ancestor wisdom, from the vernacular, tropical understandings about climate, about environment. Yeah, although in the technical execution is not yet 100% perfect, but you start from the correct concepts. So we're not designing for people from other part of the world, but we are designing for your own people and human. Imagine that the persons and the populations, the community, the clients, actually is a real people. So your project is to help them to have more comfort, more safety, more happiness, but most importantly is also to appreciate your own root, your own tradition and your own environment. Okay, so I think you should carry that in your future career, wherever you come back to Myanmar or you stay in Indonesia or go elsewhere for your master degree or for your whatever further study and business. Remember, always put people at the center. And then second, remember the environmental wisdom that our ancestors has been taught us. Yeah, because don't believe in 100% in technology, in air conditions, in internet. All this will disappear and very easily being cut or disrupted. And your experience yourself see that actually what makes you survive is your own resilience and believe in your own culture. Right? If everything is gone, there is no such thing that can help us to continue our civilizations. All right. So I hope all of you have the better opportunity in the professional or in the future studies. But let assure that you keep the networks, you keep the friends that you already have, not only in Indonesia but also all part of the world, and just connect with them all the time, and that will open new opportunities for you. Okay, and I hope Untag is continue to do this. Well, of course, there's a lot of administrative issue things, but everything can be done. And then this experience can help the architecture departments in Untag to show, at least to the Indonesian government, that it deserve to have a higher status in educations, and then at least the support to continue this international program. And don't worry, we can always help. We still have a contact with Susu, although it's a bit difficult for her to speak because you have to take care of the parents. We have a connection also with Momo in Bangkok, and also a large network of scholars, especially the Myanmar scholars. They can be asked to give a guest lecture in the studio. I also have some PhD helping some PhD students from Myanmar in Silpakorn University at the moment. And will be happily give a talk in one of the studio sessions, right? I will force him to say yes. So,
There are two students for the next batch, the fourth batch. Yeah, they are ready for their student visa. Then they will coming the end of this month, I think. So
Good.
we are ready for the.
Yeah, I think it's not just architecture, because Untag also need to open up to all different study program, law, economics, civil engineering. Yeah, there's so much thing to do. And I think that is the best way that Untag expand the mandate, not just to East Indonesia, but also to ASEAN and the rest of the world. Maybe you can get students from Ukraine or from Gaza, right? They need education, people in Gaza right now, right? So, and I know that Malaysia is open up a lot, especially from the Middle East. But if Untag can also expand this similar program to different countries in the world, then you become number one in Indonesia to do this, because I don't see any other university doing the same thing. Okay. My face is very big there. Nggak kedengeran suaranya.
Bapak bisa dengar?
Ya,
Ini tuh
oke.
anak-anak keluar dulu, terus dosen-dosen akan berkumpul di kecil. Nanti kami, mungkin kalian kami yang diajarin, dibimbing, diberi
Hmm,
apa ya, suntikan vitamin untuk menjadi lebih baik berdasarkan evaluasi Bapak tentang anak-anak, kurangnya apa, bimbingannya, harusnya
hmm,
kami mengarahkan apa, dan kira-kira siapa yang paling apa ya standar ini harus dipertahankan dan sebagainya. Kami biarkan mereka keluar dulu dan tutup
hmm.
layar dulu, nanti
Oke,
ngobrol rame-rame di layar kecil aja.
oke.
For your exam. So, because this is private meeting. Ini ditutup aja. Biar nggak kedengeran. Kita ngomong satu aja dikeroyok.
Ini tinggal dituangkan aja.
Kalau Hah? Kita ngobrol di sini aja kok. Hah? Nggak kedengeran? Oh iya. Kalau dia tidak pakai bahasa Indonesia dia nggak ngerti kan? Saya itu ganti nganggo bahasa
Oh,
Jawa.
basa Jawa wae,
Bapak.
basa Jawa, basa Jawa.
Iya, iya, bahasa Jawa. Oh iya, iya, Pak. Ya udah.
Pintunya masih
Udah semua?
bolong.
Saya ke
Pintunya
toilet.
masih bolong.
Di depan, Pak? Oh, masih bolong.
Pintunya masih bolong.
Tadi ini udah diambil tuh. Paper.
Saya tadi bilang, Pak, ke teman-teman, ke mahasiswa, kirain ujian internasional ini mahasiswa dapat bocoran. Besok pertanyaan
Ah.
apa? Ternyata yang dapat bocoran dosen-dosennya. Lubangmu apa? Terus akhirnya kalau kenapa? Terus anak-anak yang Indonesia bilang, untung kami nggak ikut. Suaranya nggak mau dengar.
Ya, ya, tapi sebetulnya anak-anak ini kan sudah jauh waktu masuk kan sudah fondasinya lebih bagus. Ya, artinya sudah kuat toh. Kalau lihat keterampilan gambarnya, ya itu umumnya bagus. Apalagi kalau sudah punya pengalaman kerja sedikit gitu. Ya, kan? Jadi dari segi teknik sebetulnya tidak terlalu mengkhawatirkan. Nah, sekarang masalahnya kan soal menerjemahkan konsep. Ya. Konsep awalnya sih mereka bagus gitu. Ya paling lemah yang terakhir inilah. Ya, yang terakhir ini kan nggak nyambung ya bentuk denahnya sama konsepnya. Tapi kalau lihat awalnya dia kan mulai dari gamelan itu, bundar gitu, udah jelas gitu. Terus tadi ada yang pakai banyandri, pakai pohon. Terus yang soal pokoknya mereka ngerti soal landasan conceptual structure. Nah, yang perlu dibantu itu kelihatannya ya pada tahap-tahap awal itu dari logika dari site, jangan terlalu cepat loncat ke bangunan. Ya, jadi site kayak misalnya yang tadi TOD tadi ya, itu kan hilang anunya kereta apinya hilang. Padahal ngomongnya TOD. Jadi oke pada penentuan site itu dibantu supaya site-nya itu bisa menjembatani antara konsep sama nanti desain bangunannya. Dan memang tidak harus bentuknya kotak gitu kan. Kadang-kadang luarnya site itu bisa diikutkan lingkungan sekitarnya terhadap jalan, terhadap MRT, terhadap sungai. Ya, kalau misalnya tadi yang anak tadi yang dekat sungai yang banjir itu ya, itu kalau yang walaupun bukan bagian site-nya, tapi itu bagian dari istilahnya itu buffer zone-nya gitu. Buffer zone-nya itu juga ikut didiagnostikkan bagian terutama untuk proyek akhir. Sehingga itu bisa menyambung antara skala urban masuk ke skala bangunan. Nah, terus kedua itu yang denah lantai 1, atau istilahnya kalau mereka ground floor itu ya. Ground floor itu banyak terus lepas gitu, seolah-olah sudah lompat langsung set plan, terus langsung lompat ke bangunan. Padahal kan itu nyambung terus kan, antara skala kota masuk skala site dalam skala bangunan. Sehingga ide-ide kayak misalnya kalau pernah ke SDI 4 ya, kayak di NUS tuh SDI 4 itu kan namanya eksterior interior kan nyambung gitu. Artinya enggak jelas antara peralihan karena atapnya kan lebar, kemudian alam itu bisa masuk ke dalam, tembus-tembus gitu, itu enggak terekspresikan. Ya, itu bisa diatasi tadi waktu namanya set plan, itu satu gambar set plan, bukan yang bagian bangunannya jangan diputih tok, tapi skalanya gede, segede bangunannya itu langsung digambar denah lantai 1-nya langsung di situ, di set plan itu. Nah, kemudian yang atasnya kan tinggal numpuk, atau kalau basement ya tinggal sesuai footprint bangunannya toh. Ini tadi yang membantu untuk tadi seamless connections antara kota masuk dalam site, masuk dalam bangunan. Karena itu nanti analisa angin, analisa air, analisa orientasi view, semuanya langsung ketangkep di situ. Ya. Terus nggak tahu apakah mau satu step yang lebih maju lagi, misalnya mau ditambahkan soal kalkulasi karbon. Zaman sekarang itu kan ngomong soal
Tambah nggak
sustainability, itu kan
keahliannya?
jadi BIM, langsung suruh pakai BIM, langsung pakai Revit, atau langsung pakai ArchiCAD. Jangan pakai AutoCAD atau SketchUp. SketchUp itu oke untuk awal-awal mengembangkan masa, tapi begitu sudah sampai gambar kerja, kalau pakai BIM, pakai Revit atau ArchiCAD, itu langsung otomatis otaknya 3 dimensi. Gambarnya itu 3 dimensi. Terus kalau bikin potongan segala langsung kelihatan. Dan itu yang nanti banyak dituntut di perusahaan-perusahaan kan. Kalau nanti kerja real di biro konsultan, apa misalnya di Singapura itu submission ke pemerintah itu harus sudah pakai BIM. Jadi termasuk kalkulasi karbonnya, kalkulasi pokoknya semua integrated antara utilitas sama jadi kalau sekarang kan masih 2 dimensional tuh, per lantai, mulai dari denah fungsional, kemudian struktur, kemudian sewage system, kemudian pemadam kebakaran, itu kan detail kan. Tapi kalau masuk satu kali dalam BIM, nah itu membuat nanti lulusan proyek akhirnya Untag itu menjadi lebih terpakai langsung karena langsung bisa BIM. Kan mestinya bisa tuh ada yang bimbing kan di situ, yang gambar kompeten di bidang itu,
Ada gitu.
yang bisa pakai Revit atau ArchiCAD.
Sudah maju ke sana karena kan kita baru aja buka PPRs. Jadi nanti
Ya
pakarnya
itu
di PPRs yang kita switch.
makanya.
Ya.
Soalnya kalau AutoCAD itu hanya STM itu tukang drafter, kompeten tapi 2 dimensi, mikirnya tidak 3 dimensi. Tuh. Ya terus kalau memang konsultasi itu bukan hanya kalau ngundang examiner itu bukan hanya terakhir, wis telat.
Oke,
Lebih baik
Bapak.
interim, pas interim depan ya, sekali 2 kali gitu loh. Yang interimnya itu justru yang lebih penting gitu. Ya.
Oke.
Aku kayak gini tuh gemes, aku tahu gitu. Padahal tinggal sedikit lagi bisa dibenerin. Tak pikir tadi karena kan aku dikirimin formnya itu form interim lah, pre-final kan ini, bukan form yang terakhir loh. Aku pikir oh ini masih ada kesempatan buat ngoreksi gitu. Tapi kan sudah terlambat sekarang. Oh ternyata ini proyek akhir beneran. Makanya nanti penilaian juga ya aku nanti sesuaikan lagi sama form yang baru yang barusan dikirim ini. Nanti berapa jam lagi lah aku coba masukkan ke situ.
Ranking the
Tapi
best-nya
semuanya
siapa, Pak?
oke, karena semuanya oke
Best-nya siapa,
gitu.
Pak? Ranking the
Hah?
best siapa? The best-nya siapa?
Ah,
Kalau
ya
versi Bapak.
umurnya hampir sama. Ya paling lemah
Oh,
dulu ya terakhir. Yang paling lemah terakhir.
oh ya, boleh. Oke.
Ya urutannya mundur lah. Jadi mungkin dari yang paling itu, terus kemudian diwalik gitu. Terus yang sebelumnya, yang TOD tadi karena terjemahannya, terus yang 3 itu bisa atas,
Empat,
itu bisa bagus
empat
tuh.
ya, empat bisa atas ya.
Ah, ah, ah. Itu yang 4 ya, 4 atas itu oke lah. 4 atas masih antara, nggak tahu nanti tak pikir-pikir antara A, A, B itu mestinya bisa itu. Tapi
Iya.
kalau yang 2 ini nggak tahu paling bawah biasanya berapa? Mau dikasih B atau mau dikasih berapa yang paling bawah?
Nanti kan ada elemen lain dari dosen-dosen lain.
Hmm,
Cuman ini kan
ya.
bocoran.
Hmm.
Bocoran.
Kalau rankingnya, kalau saya bilang, yo tadi yang pertama, kedua itu bisa di atas.
Iya tadi.
Udah bener kok urutannya itu dikasih yang paling bagus sampai yang paling jelek.
Oh iya.
Ya, kurang lebih gitu.
Iya. Udah pantesan mereka yang 2 terakhir udah nervous aja dia. Katanya nggak bisa makan tuh.
Iya, iya, iya. Tapi kalau dia dikasih yang paling depan juga stres juga kan dia. Untuk
Tepat.
ya tapi walaupun B masih bisa lulus kan.
Enggak, kami A sama B biasanya, Pak. Tapi nanti
Oh
kan
ya, ya,
karena
ya.
ada elemen lain dia tertib di studio, rajin asistensi, kemudian bimbingan itu ada nilainya.
Mereka masih harus presentasi lagi toh besok, masih diuji
Besok
lagi
ya.
toh.
Nah, besok
Nah itu
diuji
kan bisa
lagi.
detailnya di
Ya, detailnya
Petani.
ya
Mm-mm.
masih.
Oke. Kalau saya nggak sempat metani gitu, yang kecil-kecil.
Cuma yang
Itu.
saya lihat juga di sini nggak metan. Hilang itu pas. Wes. Oh. Oke. Ada lagi nggak yang mau berdiskusi? Rizka.
Prof. Jo,
Yo, oke.
sebelumnya saya menyampaikan terima kasih banyak atas waktunya dan kesempatan yang diberikan oleh kita. Luar biasa sekali program studi arsitektur bisa memiliki kesempatan ini akhirnya dengan mahasiswa-mahasiswa yang kami sudah memang nilai progresnya juga sangat-sangat baik. Mereka berprogres sangat baik di sini, Prof. Dan akhirnya hari ini mereka mendapatkan pengalaman yang luar biasa lagi. Mereka siap berpraktik nantinya. Saya berterima kasih sekali ya, Prof. Terima kasih masukan-masukan.
Yo, dan juga kesempatan buat staf yang lain, rekan-rekan nganu latihan Inggris toh.
Iya. Itu bahkan itu Prof udah lancar sekali. Awal kan
kan?
belum jadi moderator nih, harusnya moderator
Kalau udah
Pak Wawan nih.
Udah 3 angkatan mestinya lancar lah.
Berarti tadi masukannya mungkin lebih banyak terkait dengan site. Mungkin
Ya, jadi kelihatan masih ada gap antara bangunan sama site itu.
oke, ya.
Ya bangunan udahlah jelimetnya di bangunan kan, tapi begitu sampai site mulai hilang, terus sampai lokasi hilang babal sama sekali sehingga nggak peduli lagi mereka utara, selatan, timur, barat keputar-putar.
Iya kayaknya kurikulum juga Bapak. Karena kan memang dari zona sampai potongan itu PA6. Saya kan di mata kuliah apa tuh? Perkotaan Bapak? Apa 2 semester? 1 semester malah. 2. Iya.
Tapi waktu proyek akhir itu bisa mulai diajarin lagi, diingatkan bahwa bangunan itu nggak mungkin lepas dari site nggak mungkin lepas dari urban context.
Iya, betul.
Bahkan syaratnya untuk bikin market kalau bisa ada digedein sedikit gitu loh. Artinya dilebarin sampai mencakup paling enggak di luar di coupling yang seberang jalannya itu kena gitu.
Oh, ya. Memang sebenarnya ada analisa, kalau saya boleh membela ya, sebenarnya itu tuh sudah ada analisa site sebelum mereka ke bahan pasar sebelumnya. Cuman mereka di hari ini mungkin tidak menceritakan secara runtut seperti itu. Karena target dari gambar yang kita tuntutkan itu memang banyak sekali, Prof, sampai ke kualitas. Jadi mungkin mereka di dalam membagi-bagi waktu itu tidak secara fokus untuk membahas site. Kita membayangkannya kan kalau di kita kan dosen-dosennya sudah paham gitu mengikuti progres ya, evaluasi dan segala macam. Nah, yang kita salah itu tadi harusnya international examiner ini dari evaluasi. Nah, itu nanti yang menjadi masukan yang penting bagi kami. Prof,
Tapi analisa set mereka itu teori, matahari di sini, bangunan harus diletakkan di sini. Tapi kalau
Iya, iya, tapi terus
sungai
nggak
banjir
ngerasain
mana
anu
gitu
ya.
kan. Ya kita belajar banyak memang harus begitu.
Terus lagi kayak anak yang bikin Mandalay tapi tak pernah menginjakkan kaki di Mandalay itu ya
Jadi
jangan
berpikir
gitu.
gitu
Artinya
Bapak. Jadi examiner mungkin nanti mengundang lokalnya kan, susu gitu kan. Jadi dia tahu bener, nah malah tambah keren tuh. Kita ngundang yang Myanmar.
jadi macam-macam gitu. Nah, silakan mau misalnya dia pernah tinggal di Bangkok, ya kita bisa minta teman yang di Bangkok.
Oh
Ya
iya.
itu kayak anak Myanmar yang sedang bimbingan PhD sama saya di Silpakon. Ada satu yang itu anak orang Myanmar dan dia banyak kerja di Singapura dulu pernah. Fokusnya itu dia lebih ke struktural engineer dari bata. Bahwa bata yang ukuran tertentu, kalau benar bikinnya, benar materialnya dipasang, itu kena gempa bumi segede apapun nggak rontok stupanya. Tapi begitu itu direnovasi, terus diganti materialnya sedikit, ukurannya meleset sedikit, pecah semua waktu itu. Dia mau membuktikan bahwa ukuran material kekerasan segala itu dari sisi hitungan lab itu kalau itu diikuti benar, nggak perlu lagi ada kerusakan besar kayak di Bagan atau di mana itu setelah gempa bumi. Kayak gitu. Tapi anak itu arsitek gitu, jadi dia ngerti. Kalau nanti misalnya mau diundang yang site-nya pas di Bangkok ya atau di Thailand, itu bisa gitu. Rame jadinya penguji internasionalnya beberapa gitu.
Ya, oke, dia siap Pak. Ya, ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Cukup Bapak
Oke.
matur nuwun.
Oke, sami-sami.
Sampai ketemu. Tadi udah kan? Mau lagi foto lagi?
Sama dosen-dosen.
Oh, ya, yo, cuman dosen Pak. Kalau tadi kan mahasiswa.
Oh, oke.
Sekarang dosen mau. Tunggu foto. Kameranya ke sini. Kameranya ke Projo. Pak, share screen-nya. Yang bikin. Oh, di situ.
Ada dosen baru itu Bu siapa?
Bu Mutia, kenalin dong.
Oh, Bu Mutia. Oke. Dari mana? Pandanaran? Oke.
Sampai ketemu, sehat selalu,
Oke,
mudah-mudahan
nanti.
segera ketemu lain lagi.
Yo, sekarang udah buka lagi kan Semarang Singapura udah ada ya. Scoot.
Mahal, ya Bismillah. Matur nuwun.
Oke,
Selamat sore,
yuk sama-sama.
selamat beristirahat, sehat selalu Bapak.
Yuk,
Mohon doanya, kami
nuwun.
sedang persiapan akreditasi. Mudah-mudahan bisa dapat yang
Ya,
terbaik.
unggul,
Amin.
unggul. Ya, oke.
Iya.
Terus tadi ya soal mahasiswa kalau bisa cari yang dari Gaza juga. Suka ada scholarship itu, beasiswa mungkin dari Kementerian Luar Negeri atau apa gitu mungkin.
Oke. Iya.
Ya, ya,
Tapi tadi
supaya
harus keluarnya susah, Pak. Dia
Hmm?
meninggalkan negaranya itu, kemarin ada yang mendaftar. Tapi dia untuk keluar negaranya itu kami harus nulis surat ke Kedubes Israel. Menanggung.
Enggak, maksudnya itu yang anak-anak itu sudah ada yang jadi pengungsi di luar. Yang
Oh,
ada di
bukan dari Gazanya
Yordania,
langsung.
yang
Oh,
ada di
iya,
mana
iya.
gitu. Kalau yang masih di dalam susah. Tapi
Iya,
kalau yang
kemarin ada.
keleleran di luar itu ada banyak.
Oke, siap, siap, Bapak.
Ya,
Iya.
terutama master kalau memang mau buka master. Itu banyak yang terus
Oh,
S1-nya itu di Malaysia, di mana sudah di situ. Karena
iya,
Malaysia nolong banyak sekali kan.
oke. Yes. Iya, kalau gitu berarti beasiswanya juga banyak dari ini, Muhammadiyah,
Hmm,
NU,
hmm,
segala
hmm,
macam
hmm.
ya, PIN itu untuk
Nah
mereka.
itu, ya itu,
Siap,
lewat jaringan itu. Oke,
siap. Matur nuwun,
oke,
selamat sore.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Alhamdulillah.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu atas kehadirannya. Anaknya nggak bisa, kalau anaknya internasional. Dia nanya, standar pertanyaan kalau dengan Indonesia, kok bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Inggris, baru kayak bilang Inggris. Soalnya udah nggak bisa. Aku udah bilang ini. Demonstrasi.